Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we are already back with some more Dimash. This is, I do believe, his cover again. I do believe a lot of time he does covers. The song "The Love of Tired Swans," composed by Igor Krutoy, if I pronounce his name correctly. So this was written by the poet Mikhail Gutierrez. Probably ruined. I always butcher the name. So for those of you that are new from the Dimash reactions, I'll probably butcher more. If all of his songs are covers of people with Russian names, I'm gonna mess it up. It's gonna happen. Excuse me. But yeah, this is one that a bunch of you wanted me to check out. There's a bunch of his songs that were asked to be checked out, truthfully. So I do have a lot to cover, apparently. And I'm super interested because, like I said, you guys saw, I was pretty blown away the first time I seen it. I was not expecting that at all. His range is crazy. It's got to be 5, possibly 6 octaves in range. I know one of you said 6. I'm curious if it actually says it somewhere. I can barely pronounce. Can barely write his last name here. Don't know why. When you look up stuff, it says his wife is the option to pop up. Because I'm curious a lot now. Oh my God, he's younger than me. He's 3 years younger than me, and he's got, that's nuts. That is nuts. So, vocal range, 6 octaves. It is 6, son of a bitch. Oh man. And he covers 1 note. His range reaches the bottom notes of the baritone register all the way through the highest soprano notes and on the whistle register. His lowest recorded note is an A2, and the highest is a D8. Alright, well, I could keep doing research, but I just want to hear this, so let's jump in. This song I also have, luckily there's captions for English, because it is in Russian. Hopefully they're correct.
Жизнь моя без тепла, я тобой болею, удержать не смогли, мы устали, нам очень трудно, я совсем один, ты пойми.
I do believe this was this year, if I'm understanding correctly. Because it does sound like his voice is a little bit more refined here. You can hear there's an echo on his voice too, an echo effect to give it like that extra effect on top of it. Effortless change. Mind you, it's not a huge change, so for him, definitely fully capable of doing that, no problem anyway.
Чувства
Even though he's not doing as big of a jump up and down as in the last one, you can really hear that it's just more refined. It sounds like he has even more control, if that's possible, compared to the last one, over his vocals. Wow. Just goes right back down to that. Jesus. It still surprises me every time. Already at the end. Alright. I can see why this one was requested to check out, because if I remember correctly in the comment, there was a lot of comments. I wasn't expecting to grab such a... I should have been, as soon as I listened to it, I should have known there was a huge fan base for this guy. But the comments poured in. Check out a lot of his songs. This one was popped up a lot, so I wanted to check it out first. I do believe a couple of you mentioned how this is a little bit newer. I hope it was this one, as if not, I sound like an idiot for not remembering. But I think it is, because he does sound a lot more refined. Just changes, just the pardon me, changes, and just his transitions from throughout the whole song, like to part, and, you know, it sounded even more on key, you could say, than the last one. Even though there was nothing, in my opinion, there's only what I said in the last one. If I remember correctly, I said I only heard maybe one part where he may have slightly messed up for like a second, but he may have also done it on purpose. That's how much it didn't seem like a fault, that it almost seemed like he might have done it on purpose, but it kind of sounded like a fault. But I think that's more of, again, like I really enjoy singing myself. I think I mentioned the last one, and I've paid attention to a lot of singers throughout the time, so maybe it's just me being able to pick out a tiny detail that sounds a little off, and to some other people who might not have even noticed it. But this one didn't have anything like that. This one, start to finish, it just... pardon me again. Still getting over bronchitis a little bit here. This one seemed even... It seemed perfect, is the best way to describe it. It was perfect. It didn't sound like there was any flaws anywhere through it. This transition from his higher register to his lower register, just like the last one, was spot on, but it almost seemed even more spot on, if that's even possible. You know, like... This guy is going to have career in music for the rest of his life. Even if he loses that higher register as he gets older, it won't make a difference, because he still has all the rest of his range. Like he's already basically cemented himself into, you know, as be a legend one day that people will still be talking about, because the amount of people that can hit the ranges he can hit as well as he does it, and transition between that higher range and lower range in an instant, effortlessly, is a very low amount of people. I don't know. I still, to this day, I don't think I know of one person that has a 6-octave range that I have read about so far. If I look up people who have it, I'm curious if I would know any of them. Just looking. So let's see. Who do we got here? Who do we got? Excuse me. I'm trying to look up 6, and when you look up 6, like he has, you really, like, looking through them here, it is, it's kind of hard to even point them out, because it's specifically saying here, like, it basically pops up what everyone who's a 5 is what pops up here. Mike Patton, actually, here, from Faith No More, actually has a 6, almost reaching 7. So it's highly possible. So I do know who that is, just so we're clear. Like, I know who that guy is. So, you know, that right there is already a pretty cool thing. Obviously, Vitas is another one that probably has that range, I would imagine. And wouldn't you know it, as I'm scrolling down, Dimash pops up, obviously. And I know I'm going a little bit off track at this point, by the way. Sorry about that. And then there's others, you know, like people who are close, like David Lee Roth from Van Halen's close. Corey Taylor of Slipknot and Stone Sour, surprisingly enough, has 5 octaves. Some of you might not have known that. But he also has 5.5 notes he can cover. Obviously, Mariah Carey. Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses makes sense too. He's 5 with 2.5 notes. And then, of course, there's others. There's others on the list too, but we're not gonna, you know, jump into all of these people now. I just wanted to give an example of others, but so I guess I did know a few, but there's only like one other person on that list that has 6. All those other people are under 6. It's really, really, really hard to have 6. It still blows me away. So sorry for going off a little bit. I do that sometimes. Again, for those of you new to the channel, I like to do a little bit of research and look around the videos. I like to be well informed, the best of my ability. Sometimes it's wrong information, but it happens. And I'm looking forward to checking out more of them. You know, usually when I add things to my list, it's a huge list. I have like 1,500, 1,600 songs on the list, which is, you know, that puts it like a year or two away. But I think I want to consistently check him out, because for me, this is something special, and it needs to be checked out, basically. You know, like, if it really grabs my attention, it gets pushed forward, you know, because as much as the channel is here for everyone else, it's got to be appealing to me too, and this is right up my alley right now, so there will be more coming soon enough. And for those of you new to the channel hasn't really been able to follow, I'm moving soon. I have dental surgery coming up soon, so usually my videos are a little bit more consistent, but we're a little bit spread out right now. So just bear with me for a little while. I usually have 3 videos a day, every day of the week that come out, but and a schedule, which is in the description below. But we're off that for a little while, just while I'm moving. Dental surgery is wisdom teeth, so obviously I won't be able to make videos when that happens in a couple to a few weeks. So bear with me, but we're going to be covering them a lot more in the future. So if you guys enjoyed checking them out with me, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to see more from me. I'm also on Patreon if you like to support the channel. And as always, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.